What's up, guys? This week I'll be making some dinner. In this case, Japanese curry for my grandparents. Hope you guys enjoy. Okay, I know I said I'm making Japanese curry, except what do I serve with it, right? So in this case, I'm going to make some chicken tsukune. I'm sure you've seen that video from last week already where I test made it, and I tried it again this time with my new toy. So first, we're going to tofu press our tofu to draw out most of the moisture. While we're waiting for the water to draw out, we're going to cut up some scallions, grate up some ginger, and then in this case, I'm going to use chicken thigh and breast. Of course, thighs make chicken tsukune a little bit easier because it's not going to be as dry with all the extra fat. But that's why I don't only use thigh, because I feel like chicken breast has a nice, more subtle flavor. The tofu should be good by now, so crumble it into our bowl, and now I'm going to show you the new toy. We're going to run this through my new toy, aka a meat grinder attachment that I got from my KitchenAid. Before we do that, I'm going to add some miso paste to season my meat. I know this is really extra, but I've been using minced meat a lot more, so I decided to just buy a meat grinder for this case. Run all your cubes of chicken meat through the meat grinder. Once you're finished, mix it up. Don't do it for too long, just make sure you mix it until it's well incorporated. We don't want to do it for too long because we don't want it to develop a sausage-like texture. Form your patties, and then I'm going to let this rest in the fridge while I prep the rest of my curry. Time for our curry. First, we're going to cut up some onions, and this may seem like a lot, but we're going to caramelize these, so this is basically going to turn into nothing. I'm going to rangiri cut some carrots as well. It's always a nice thing to add to our Japanese curry. And then mince up some garlic. Time to actually start cooking it. Put some oil in a pot, put in your onions, salt it a bit, and now we're going to caramelize them. This is going to take a long while, of course, and you can always just skip this step, but I feel like it does give an extra oomph to the curry. While the onions are caramelizing, I'm going to start heating up my separate pot on the other side, and what's in it is some kombu, which I'm going to heat up to make some fresh dashi. So when the onions are more or less caramelized, they're going to start looking like this, so start paying more attention. And once they're finished, add in your minced garlic and let this cook out before deglazing with sake. My dashi stock is almost done as well. I'm going to add my bonito flakes, let it soak for a bit, and strain. Pour your dashi in the deglazed pot full of caramelized onions, and then I'm going to add in the carrots. I also have some extra vegetable that I've frozen in the past. This is kabocha, or Japanese pumpkin. It's delicious, and I think it goes very well with curry. Shout out to the white for letting me know that this is a great ingredient. We're going to give everything a good stir, leave the lid on and let it simmer in the back, and then we'll finish it off with the curry roux later. While the pot is simmering in the back, let's make our chicken tsukune patties. And I'm going to start with heating up a pan, give it a good spray of oil, and then we're going to sear both sides. Sear one side until it's nice and brown. Give it a good flip, then we're going to sear the other side as well, and then take it off the stove. Brush it with a Japanese tare, or pretty much Japanese barbecue sauce. I have a pre-made one right here from Costco. It's pretty good, even though you could make it yourself. It's good in a pinch though. Then we're going to leave it back on the pan and let this finish in the oven. It should probably take anywhere from 8 to 10 minutes. Use a meat thermometer to check. By this time, the vegetables should be almost finished. I would say it's not mushy, but still has a bit of a bite. We can finish it off by adding in our curry roux blocks. I just use the typical Japanese ones you can find in the grocery stores. Now, I could have done this from scratch, but that requires even more effort. I'm just trying to cook a nice dinner for my grandparents, so I don't need to go that ham. We're going to mix this up, let the roux blocks slowly dissolve before we add in the rest. Then the curry should start thickening up and end up looking something like this. You can adjust for seasoning by adding more salt. If you think it needs more sweetness, honey is always a great choice, or maple syrup. Use what you like. Now we wait for our chicken tsukune to finish up. I'm going to check in the oven, give everything a good flip, then brush the leftover tare all over it, and then let it finish in the oven. Now to serve, add some white rice, scoop some curry, and to top it off with some scallions and your tsukune, of course. And here is me asking my grandma how it is. 影你啊，得唔得？有得食，整俾你啊！你哋佢哦唔係相嚟嘅，影你啫嘛，得唔得？整咖喱今日。 咩？有咩你話？
有咖喱啊，
哦，
正嘅，
啊得
有啲啱嘅。
得啦得啦得啦咁啊，好味就得噶啦。Hey everyone, thanks for watching this video, and if you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe and follow my Instagram at WeCanCooks. Thanks for the support.